My name is Robert Abel. I was born and bred in London, England, and for some time has been living in a small town from the northwest of England. I think they call it Burnley or Bury. I am a child convict. My friends call me Abel. I am called that maybe because they think I am able to do stuff that other people can't or won't. I am convicted when I was 12 or 13 years old, according to that man in the court wearing that funny wig, on the 15th of September 1784. But I think I was only 9 years old. I am not sure because I am an orphan. I do not know how to read or write or count. I was caught stealing 5 buttons, or maybe 7 buttons from my master's desk. I was able to sell them for 5 shillings, I think. I was originally sentenced to be hanged, but was given a king's pardon, and my sentence reduced to 7 years, but with a strict condition that I will be willing to be transported to Australia to serve my 7-year sentence there. I thought to myself, as if I have a choice, well then, off to Australia. I was immediately sent to Chester Jail to begin my sentence. In early 1787, I and the other lads waited at the Woolwich docks. All of a sudden, we were loaded onto the biggest ship I've ever seen in my whole entire life. She is called the Prince of Wales, a one-legged man shouted, as if the other convicts would care. Anyways, why do people call ships she instead of he or it? Seriously, it really puzzles me. We then sailed to Portsmouth and waited for more ships before we departed for Australia. I must admit, I was a bit excited and scared at the same time. Some of my fellow convicts said that people could be friendly. However, some of them say they want to cook and eat us. The master of the ship, Duncan Sinclair, announced to us that we left Portsmouth on the 13th of May, 1787, and that there were 195 convicts on board. During our long sea voyage, many people died because of the fever, and we had to bury them at sea, and they became fish food. We arrived at a bay on the 24th of January 1788. During our arrival, we did not see any natives at all. Maybe they were scared of us. On the other hand, we were scared of them as well. If they were scared of us, I do not blame them, because from afar, and if you haven't seen such big ships before, you might mistake them for UFOs or unidentified floating objects. My first job when we arrived to Australia was to put up tents to house the lads and lasses. An officer stood proudly in front of us lads and efficiently gave us orders to begin. He was strict but treated us fairly. We started working even before we could see the sun, and we worked even when the sun had already rested. Even when I was poorly, I still had to work, or else be whipped and me behind be sore again. It has been 6 years since I arrived here, and the next year I will be free. When that time comes, I do not know what to do next. Nobody is waiting for me back home in England, and it'll surely cost a fortune to return back to England. I might as well just stay here for good and live my remaining days as a free man in Australia. A newspaper man was reporting about gold further inland of this country. They say that a huge fortune is just waiting for that lucky person to find them. I might be that lucky person. Who knows? The end.